and welcome back to another episode of the Really Friday podcast. Once again, I've got the trio here. I've got myself, I've got Mike, I've got Julian, also Craig. Craig, welcome back. How you doing, buddy? Good conversation.
Yes, fuck you, Craig.
First order of business. What are we drinking? I got water because I just had dinner like 20 minutes ago. So,
I got water because I literally just got food and didn't have time to grab a drink with it.
I just
Mike,
finished my drink too.
Is this the first truly sober episode of the podcast?
No, because I
we've
drank two poop
Oh.
teas, which are alcoholic.
Okay.
Not only that,
It's a Sunday. I gotta forget that tomorrow's Monday. Okay.
Someone, yeah, okay.
just
You
remember.
know
You
what?
got a 4-day
Actually,
week.
I'm gonna go get a third one.
That's oh god. All right. So, Mike, we have about 20 seconds to say whatever we want about Julian.
Man. Big.
Go on.
Enter big censor here.
Just censors this whole segment for no reason. Lovely, fantastic content. Mike,
absolutely.
I'm told that you have something to show me.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm gonna wait for Julian to come back though.
Okay.
He's got to experience it firsthand too. It's not fair.
Doesn't he
Well,
know?
He knows what I got.
was
He
gonna
knows
say.
what I got. But
Well,
he wants. It's only fair to him to.
Okay.
see.
So while we're waiting on him to be slow and get a drink, we
Sorry, my girlfriend decided to yell at me.
as she should. You probably deserved it.
He probably deserves it.
As a background, it seems like so there's an auction place near us that occasionally we hit up for some festivities
Goods.
and some goods, some general goods.
Goods and services.
Mike purchased something yesterday that I was not able to attend yesterday's. Mike purchased something and has up until this point refused to tell me what it is. So I guess if you insist, Mike, what did you purchase?
I'm gonna send it in general chat.
That's fine.
And me change my
What?
screen here.
What is that? What is that? No. Is that a ventriloquist dummy?
Yeah. Oh, no,
No.
not the ventriloquist dummy. It's a marionette.
Yeah.
Mm.
You want to know what he found that in, Wade?
Out of all the questions I have, that wasn't my first one, but sure,
There
let's
it
start
is.
with that.
I have the thing that it came in.
What? Huh?
I'll take a picture.
I'm so confused.
So, Mike got this box, which
Right?
Give me a second. Discord on my phone's being slow.
Yeah. Did you find if it was a shooting box or a fishing box?
I think it's a fishing box.
Oh, what? It's just like a big chest.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it was in there,
Uh-huh.
and we found it, and we were like, "That thing's cursed."
And so your first thought was to bring it to your home?
No,
Yeah, I'm keeping it.
Mike, has anything weird started happening yet?
No.
Okay,
I
good. 'Cause
I found the dead deer and the place we work at, that's the further location.
Okay.
I was gonna say in your house, not.
Oh no, nothing in my house. No.
Okay, that's good.
It's
I
still
was saying-
standing where I put it,
Just
so
nonchalant. I found a dead deer in the basement. I don't know how it got there.
Because I went to bed and I looked at the box. I'm like, this thing's cursed. It's getting thrown in a fucking fire. And then I'm messaging Mike to I'm gonna throw that fucking doll in the fire.
Why did you guys do this to yourself?
well, I was originally going for the chest. I was the one that bought the chest and the
Okay.
doll. Julian
Did you know
was
the
not
doll
there
was
with
in
it.
there?
Yes.
What, and you still decided to purchase it?
Yes.
Uh,
I got both of them for $2
why would you? Why?
because it looked cursed, and I thought mostly I wanted the chest because I thought it was going to hold
Some items.
sporting goods
Yes.
stuff,
Yeah.
and I was
I
going to
mean,
use it for
that's
that.
valid.
I was going to use it for that, but when I opened it, it looked more like a fishing type thing, and I was like, well,
I mean, is it
I
not just a
could use
big
it.
open box in there?
No, it's got like,
shelves and stuff.
yeah.
Oh. Can you not take the shelves out?
No, you
Yeah.
can. You can remove them, but I think it's more of like a fishing rod holder.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
I
me,
gave
like,
it. So Julian said he can use it, so I handed it to him, and then I was like, well, I'll keep the doll.
That's. I don't want anything. I'm getting that off of my screen. That's horrifying.
I've been playing with it every so often. I learned enough to be able to make it walk or look like it's running.
Every time I think you can make the simulation we're in any weirder, you end up doing this. This is truly some main character shenanigans that you're doing right now.
It's fine. It ain't hurt me.
Yet. You
yeah,
only had it for a day.
Well, I did
Uh,
almost break my bow because I dry fired it.
Yeah, well, that's just dumb. That's
I didn't realize you can't dry fire that. I
yeah.
did not learn that. I found that out after
Why didn't you get Mariel to show you how those things work?
because I'd done it in high school, but it's
yeah.
been a
By the
long
way,
time.
my dad said that your bow might be fucked.
No, I'm pretty sure it's fine. It just needs restringed.
Yeah, see, the thing with that is though, compound bows are a pain in the ass to do.
Ah,
Uh,
yes.
we'll see. If it's fucked, I'll just throw it away and call it
I mean,
$2.
there is a place near one of the offices that we work at that
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
so you could take it there, but and
I
yeah,
don't know if
delightful.
it'll cost money and stuff, but if it does,
I mean,
might just
probably.
It's gonna cost money.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how much it costs and if it's worth it or not. Because I've only paid $2 for the thing.
Why did you feel the need to get a bow?
I figured why not? I can learn how to do archery.
Okay, I suppose.
I figured it'd be a fun, sporting activity to do.
Why do I have a feeling that like you go and shoot the bow and like every time you release the air, there's enough kinetic energy that it just kind of moves your whole body a little bit?
I will go to the bow and I fly instead of the
Yes.
arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some Monty
that's just how it
Python
works.
skit.
No, it's like a Monty Python, like Looney Tunes type deal.
Come on, Julian. Mike's entire life is a Monty Python skit.
Except it's not really that funny.
It's just tragic.
I mean, there's a couple of comedic moments, but most of the time it's just like you walk in with a weird item, or in this case, you show me a weird item live. I don't. Okay.
I can hear the confusion.
No, I get it. Like you bought it for you bought it to hold things, and then the dolls just happened to be inside it. But like,
It's one of those cases where they knew the chest wasn't going to go, so they just threw this with it because they didn't want to sell this separately.
I would have assumed the doll wouldn't have gone, and they just threw the doll in the chest.
They might have. It might have been the opposite, but
I don't think anyone who actually wants that.
Some weirdo.
someone
AKA
who
Mike.
actually does, someone who actually does marionette stuff.
Okay. All right. We spent what? How many? What was it? We spent 10 minutes on this weird purchase, and I need to get that off of my screen forever. Where?
Oh, you want to
Oh,
know
no.
something I learned today?
Oh God.
Do you guys know what the chainsaw was originally used for?
Yep.
Yes. No.
Okay.
We're not getting into that.
Okay.
My girlfriend's told me it multiple
Yep.
times.
Mine has
Really?
too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's
What kind
it's
of rolls
something-
us right into what our topic today
It's
is?
something that every man in a long-term relationship learns at some point.
But yes, this does roll right into our topic.
Yes, we're doing another Reddit episode. It's been too long, and we've all forgotten how interesting those have gotten. So we're doing relationship advice. I've been in a relationship now for nearly 10 years. Julian's been in one for a while. I don't
Almost
know
10.
how. Yeah.
I'm on 9 years.
Yeah, I'm on 10 in a couple months. So, and then there's Mike.
Hello.
Hello.
If there's anyone single out there, hit Mike up. I'm sure he'd be willing to chat you up and have a good time. We're
I'll tell you to go away.
we're no,
Mike, this is not.
this is
one
why you're
paragraph.
single.
No, this is one of the longer ones. I'm going to split up between long one and short one.
All right. So I guess I'll go ahead and read these. This is our first one. We're reading relationship advice posts. So
And they're giving advice.
and yeah, so we've Julian and I have been around the block a couple of times, I guess you could say. So
You've been around the
But-
block for a while, let's just say.
Yeah.
I've made it to home base.
Yeah.
I'll speak as
Yeah.
someone who doesn't know anything about relationships.
All right. Relationship advice 36M. My girlfriend 31F was trying to make me jealous. How do you deal with that? Okay. Already, right off the bat, it's just a weird sentiment, but I 36M and my now ex-girlfriend 31F. Okay, so we're already establishing that this is an ex. This is we're there, so they're already done.
Yeah.
We're all right. We dated from December 2023 until February 24 when she broke it off because she got a job offer in another city and needed some time to think.
Well,
Which,
understandable.
yeah, that's understandable. Also, this is what 2 months, 3 months. So, like,
Yeah.
eh. She contacted me in early May and we picked up where we left off. Oh, okay. Basically going straight into a relationship. In early July, she broke up with me because of lack of chemistry, which I agree with. Okay. That happens, I suppose. 1 week into our relationship, she started saying things that I felt were supposed to make me jealous. Situation 1 week into the relationship. We were sitting and hugging on a bench, and I was telling a story about a guy from work. She said, "Oh, he's extroverted and funny. Give me his number."
Ooh.
I said he was shorter than her. She didn't like shorter guys, and that was the end of that. Okay.
Where kings rise up.
Yes, Julian, as a short king, go ahead and
Wait, how
yes,
tall are
Julian,
you again?
like 5'11".
I'm 5'7". You're not that
Okay,
much taller than me.
I'm still taller than you, and don't you forget it.
You won't be taller when I kick you in the dick and you fall to your knees.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Have
Okay.
you ever been kicked in the neck?
Yeah. What kind of question is
Well,
that?
yeah, what kind of
Yes.
question is that, Mike? I think all of us have been kicked in the dick.
I've had a soccer ball kicked directly into my testicles before.
Yeah.
That was not a fun time. Have you?
Mhm.
Okay. Just
I feel like Mike's the type of guy to get kicked in the dick, like on purpose. Like he went up to someone and was like, "Hey, kick me in the dick," and they just did.
It's just kind of a story like similar to that. Not
Oh
too
my
far.
god, I can't
Mm.
believe. Keep reading.
Yeah, we'll address that at the end here. Yes, okay. So this first one, like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird statement, but if
Yeah.
she's just like being sarcastic, then like whatever. But there's 5 situations here, so maybe this starts a pattern.
6.
What?
The
Oh.
bottom 6.
Oh, okay. Situation 2, 2 weeks into the relationship, we were having a walk. I was playfully despairing that I couldn't kiss her because she had an infection. She said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be able to kiss soon. I'll be able to kiss in time for the work party. Haha." I asked her what she was getting at, but she didn't say. Okay, that's a weirder one.
Mm-hmm.
It's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I don't know. Situation 3, 1 month into the relationship, I came over to stay for the weekend. She started talking how a guy from work dressed well, matched colors, etc. I was okay with that. You can discuss fashion. Then she said that she would marry some celebrity if he asked. A couple of minutes later, she said, "Remember that guy who tried to flirt with me at the gym? He
Do
he
you want me
had
to read that?
yeah, no, he had such a wonderful
Rump.
sure. Now I'm seeing a pattern here, but I didn't say anything and change the subject. Yeah. This is what 3 times within the first month, like all right. Situation 4 and 5, 1.5 months into the relationship. She sent me a screenshot of a chat with her male friend. She'd known the guy for years, so I didn't feel threatened by him, where he jokingly asked her to marry him and talked about some food he was going to give her. I replied with, "Well, that's an offer you can't refuse." A week or so later, she sent me a selfie with a message. "Look, I took a selfie, not for you though. I took it for the same male friend." I replied, "Yeah, I don't get selfies from you," to which she wrote, "Haha.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's definitely the one that I would have been like, no. This is weird." Sometime later, I asked her why she did those things, if she didn't feel like I cared about her, etc. I also asked her if she felt jealous or threatened by my female friends. I have quite a few because I always worked and studied at female-dominated places. She said no to all that. She seemed unhappy that I didn't react to the selfie situation. According to her, I was supposed to reply, send him 4 selfies for all I care, or something along those lines.
What?
What?
Aw.
What?
I-
Why would
I
that be your? Why would you?
I can't tell if she wanted him to like not care about how many selfies she sends him, or
No, she wants him to be jealous.
no, I know, but yeah, that's definitely just no. She definitely wants you to feel some jealousy. I don't know why. This situation 6, 2 months into the relationship, on a double date, she asked, "Maybe I should move to Spain and marry some hot Spanish guy." Again, I ignored that because I didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
She never gave me any other reason to think she would cheat on me. I didn't feel threatened by those situations. They were simply unpleasant, and I felt they were not helpful in building trust and intimacy, especially that early into the relationship. The relationship is over, but I'd like to know how to react to such situations in the future. Why do women do these things? Is that some kind of test? How are you supposed to react to that? First, obligatory. I'm going to assume that it's not all women, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, buddy.
Why is this particular person?
I don't know. It's
thing?
just I think I'm just gonna chalk it up to the fact that she just seems insecure because we
Listen,
don't really
buddy.
get any other context other than they dated for a few months.
Here's
So-
all I'm gonna say to this guy. She
Run.
belongs to the streets.
I don't know. Is it insecurity?
Probably,
I don't know if I'd call that insecurity.
I'd call it insecurity because she wants, for some reason, she equates jealousy with like being cared about, and like if she makes him jealous, then like she's how do I put this?
Means something to him.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. So instead of, the normal emotions that go into a relationship, she's trying to make him feel that, and then like want her, like it's some weird way of like making him want her more or something. I don't know.
You know, my best buddy had an ex who got with a guy like right after they broke up just to make him jealous. And I looked at her and I was like, "You're a whore," and walked away. And this was in high school.
Julian sticking up for the bros. Okay.
Dude,
For real.
dude, my buddy Josh is. I would literally die for him. He is that good of a friend.
Shout out
Shout out
to
to Josh.
shout out to Josh.
for real.
You're a real one, bro.
All right, with that, I think we can move on. I don't think I have anything else here. Run, dude. That's it. I mean, I guess you already did, but run further.
All right,
All
let's
right.
get into our second story.
Yeah, Mike, let's get this show on the road.
I am. This is a really short story.
Long story short,
My boyfriend refuses to be intimate with me. What do I do? They're both 20. Long story short, I'm 20F in a relationship, and my boyfriend 20M isn't a virgin. He's very religious though, and although he has been intimate multiple times, he's very adamant he doesn't want to be intimate again before he's married. Interesting. That how okay. I'm not religious, but I'm a virgin. We've been together for around 9 months. I would obviously never make him do anything he doesn't want to do, but it is hurtful that he would be intimate with other random girls, but not when it comes to me. I'm worried he literally feels disgusted by me or something. He says he's only been intimate because he was going through a hard time with his faith, but he still claimed to struggle with faith as of current due to some issues with substances. So I don't see the difference. What do I do here?
Ooh.
What?
It sounds like
There's a lot going on here.
yeah. Man's okay, first, he's into substance. He has issues with substance.
Okay.
So but it doesn't why would he be not refusing to be intimate with this person? It's the thing. There's no signs that say why, like what on her end. Is she just not attractive to him, possibly?
the first comment says, "Don't date someone that is extremely religious but also struggles with his faith, has substance abuse issues in the past, all while being only 20 years old." Yeah, girl, this is a red flag. You might want to leave.
There's a lot of
To fix them.
I mean, that's a lot of stuff that one person has gone through in their life, but
Yeah, but to be 20
Yeah, no, I'm saying like for a 20-year-old, that's a lot of stuff to deal with.
They've been
My-
together for 9 months.
my best guess is that this dude is like he either grew up extremely religious or he is still extremely religious, and I don't know. At some point, he got mixed up in doing substances, and then he's I don't want to say like I guess early life crisis is the best way I can think of to put it.
I don't think he's kind of crisis going on with him.
Well, I think it was crisis before, and then he's like maybe now he's in a relationship that he's trying to be.
Well, he's been
the
with
person-
the relationship for 9 months.
Yeah, but he's trying to be the person that he wants to be, and with that comes with the whole like not being intimate thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't,
That's just something
do
you
you think
gotta
this is
talk.
salvageable is the question.
Salvageable only if they talk it out.
Yeah.
They got to talk it out. They got to outline like, look, what do we want? And like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like half these posts from relationship advice, just like read the words you posted to the
And speak
person
them.
and just talk about it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that is a lot of things. Like, it's just a lot of this is person
I don't know,
A has
every-
poor communication and person B just is A not aware or B doesn't care.
Yeah. I don't know. Every single relationship advice post, all the comments are just break up with them. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
maybe that's what happens, but like, just talk to him.
There's a few
Like-
cases where it's like the person that is writing or the they're writing about is just a complete asshole. And in that case, yeah, there is cases where there is justice for recommending to break up, but there is most of these is like we just haven't had an intimate relationship, and I don't feel like that is good, and it's like break up. It's like what?
Yeah,
Talk it out.
It took
I'm
me
reading
like
through the comments,
Yeah.
and I just like Reddit being Reddit.
I'm
Like
not reading through the.
someone says very religious is such a dog shit reason. You deserve better. Like
I
god
mean,
damn.
I think this
No,
this
there
comment-
is a valid being religious.
look, if
but
it's your beliefs, it's your beliefs. But like, just be with someone that either shares them or can like understand it and work with you
yeah.
on it.
I'm clicking on this person's profile. If I swear to God, if I see r/atheism, I'm gonna scream.
You probably will. This comment here, I think, sums up the answer pretty good. Basically, it's just decide if it's a deal breaker for you. You can't make him do things he doesn't want to do. If you really feel like it's a deal breaker, then break up. I don't really know what you wanted to hear. That's kind of the only option. Which, like, yeah.
Oh man, I could see it. They play League of Legends. Oh, this dude probably stills. I can smell this dude through my computer.
Julian's just like analyzing this person's life story.
Are you talking about OP or
They're
someone?
also
No, he's talking about a comment.
Okay.
The one comment that he was talking
They
about.
play Genshin Impact 2.
Genshin Impact 2?
No.
There's a second
Genshin
one?
Impact.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
I
Yeah,
think we
that's
kinda
pretty
summed
much
that
it. Just talk about it. Talk it out. You might have to, I mean, if it's a big enough difference, like, you might have to end things, but
Yeah, and if it really bothers you and the other person, to the
Well,
point
just-
where it's gonna not.
You need to know if you're compatible with
You
that.
just
if it's
gotta-
gonna make you not compatible with the other person, maybe it's something that you have to
question.
move on with.
And
And
the
they're also
big
20.
Well, yeah.
They're both 20. Like they can like find other people that will be more into what their beliefs
Mhm.
and compatibility.
Oh man, this dude's a fucking soccer fan. Cringe.
I don't know. I do want to add. I do want to add. Not don't just be like, you won't do this with me, and that makes me feel bad. Like, you got to outline exactly like the reason that this makes me feel bad is because of XYZ. Like, what she said something about like makes me feel unwanted, or it's like, why would you do it with other people and not with me? Like, outline all of that. Don't just be like, why won't you do this with me? And then because that's not helpful. Just yeah. But all right. How to? Oh yes.
This one is a very common one.
How to tell my F18 BFM18 that it's not about being right all the time. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit like this. I think I might have got. I think I've gotten better in the last few years, but
I am horrible at
I'm
this. I'm
I'm
very much like
definitely.
the type of person that's like, I have to be right, or I have to be told I'm wrong because of a reason.
I've gotten to the point where I can kind of start to sense when I'm just digging a hole and then salvage it. But there's definitely been some times where I'm like, I go so far and then I look around and it's like, well, I'm in China now because I dug so far. Okay.
I'm not
Um,
commenting on that.
uh, dating for around 9 months. It's the 9 month mark. Is this wait? What was the last? The last one
The
was
other
9 months
the
too.
first one was 9 months.
Yeah.
Or was it
Okay.
the first one or the second one?
It was the second one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. Seems like it's always that period
Well,
of time.
okay, 9 months though, when you're with somebody, it's like you're just getting comfortable with them for the most
Mhm.
part. Like you're really comfortable with them, and you're finally kind of like figuring out like, do I want to be like this person? Do I not?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's kind of like that. Hey,
Could be.
like their problems are now coming around to like you're out of the honeymoon phase and stuff like that. Like you're noticing they're not the
Mhm.
perfect human you thought they were
Yeah.
9 months ago.
Yeah. Dating for around 9 months, everything is good so far. It's just this one trait that irks me. This isn't really a big flaw, as he's usually very chill. This only happens when it comes across as me saying he's wrong, and certainly not one I'd break up over. It's just incredibly annoying. I just want to know how to explain in a simple and not insulting way that gets the point across without it sounding like I'm being antagonistic. This flaw of his isn't even over big things, it's over the tiniest things. I love that we get an entire paragraph that just sets this up as like this isn't urgent at all. But
This is the deal breaker, but
yeah.
I'm getting really frustrated.
So this post is, what is this, 1 2 3 it's like 5 paragraphs. So
Yeah,
he gets fixated on the dumbest things like semantics. We literally argued on what a word meant and the context in which you used it for an hour, because to him he didn't think the way I used it was right. I
yeah.
don't
I
even
mean,
remember.
I have that fight all the time with people.
I'm pretty sure I had that fight with. I wouldn't be surprised if we've had that fight.
Yeah,
The
I don't even
average
remember.
internet when you use the wrong form of your.
bro.
I don't even
Yeah,
remember the
it's
word.
just so common.
Yeah, I don't even remember the word. All I remember was that he was so fixated on it, and he wasn't angry. He was just really passively aggressively saying that he's right. And yeah, maybe he was, but I don't like that he was so adamant on it. I don't like arguing about the small things. Like, to me, it's not a big deal.
Okay, if he was right, that means he was right. He doesn't want you to be wrong,
Also,
especially if it's a word.
I haven't finished this yet, so I don't. But
I haven't read these further than the title, so I don't know how this goes.
Possibly prematurely, but I could also sit here and say that there's if you spend an hour fighting over it, there's two sides to a fight, and you could have just ended it at some point. Like, but anyway, today the same exact thing happened. I said something that he took differently, and this one is my fault because I did say it in a confusing way. And I will admit, I did say when he told me I was wrong in how I worded it, something like, "You misinterpreted what I said. I meant this." And he took offense to that because, in his words, he didn't misinterpret if I said it wrongly, and that he's just arguing that I worded it wrong. And the whole thing was so dumb to me. I told him it's not a big deal. Like, yeah, maybe I was wrong in the way I said, but most people would just be like, "Oh, I see what you meant, whatever," and move on. Why waste your time arguing about it? And he kept saying that after I told him this is dumb and that I'm not going to argue about this anymore. He's just trying to argue his point, and I never admitted that I was wrong, even though I was. I dislike his need to always be right. I've been right sometimes too, but I like to choose my battles so I don't bother constantly honing in on it until the other party admits they're wrong. And by the way, I did bring this up today and told him that I couldn't care less if he was right, because are you seriously going to argue for 10 plus sentences about how you're right over the way I worded a sentence about how I'm spending my time day? Move on. Jeez, this. Maybe you need some more periods. Make some more sentences out of this, please.
I'm starting to see why the boyfriend gets aggravated. Maybe it's not the boyfriend's
He
issue.
got peeved. I'm so bad at verbalizing this, and I don't know how to word it without coming across as mean because I don't want to be immature or insult him or his ego. By the way, I know I can just say I'm wrong and this gets solved. That's not the point. The point is that he gets very passive aggressive about being right. It's as if he's competing against me, and I very much dislike that.
I mean,
This is why I
if you're
don't ever
writing
act
things
like I'm
wrong,
right.
you're writing things wrong. But at the same time, I see what she means, that he can be passive aggressive with it. in which that can be a little bit of an issue, and that again just is a verbalization type thing where it's like, say you don't like his passive aggressive, and we can communicate better about it. And it could be just like, I feel like it's more of both sides need to fix.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
You
Like,
know how you
people.
could solve this issue real easily?
Break
No.
up.
This is to the girl. Just never be wrong.
Jesus.
Oh my
Always
god.
be right.
I don't know. I
They
feel like
already
that's
talked for
just.
an hour, so I don't think that there is.
I don't know.
a
This is
win
one of
for it.
those things that it kind of transcends like being in a relationship, and it just feels like that's how this person is. Like, honestly, it's only a red flag if he does it only with her and he doesn't do it with anyone else. Like, that's
I think
kind of weird.
It's a red flag if he only does it with her, or if he does it with everything.
Well,
Like-
if he does it with everything, then that just goes to show that that's the kind of person he is. If he does it only with her, then there's possibly some like weird like power dynamic he's trying to keep here.
But it could also be a like we kind of commented too that her sentence structure is not the best.
No,
and it
her
seems
sentence structure is awful, but I will say people speak and write differently sometimes.
Yeah.
So like
But I'm
maybe
thinking-
she wrote this when she was frustrated and just the words didn't come out the right way.
Well, that's
But like
the most from what I'm reading here, it seems like that's what he's mostly arguing, like word choices,
yeah, possibly.
sentences. And it could just be she's not a very good communicator in writing or speaking. Like she might just not be a good communicator, and I think he's sensing that, and he's trying to help her with it. But she doesn't see it's an issue, and thus doesn't want the help, and thus he's getting aggravated, being passive aggressive because he wants to help her and fix it. My opinion.
Both of these people are 18 years old. I don't
Yeah.
care what the government says. You're still a child. So like you're
They're
still
not
trying to
fully
figure
developed
things
human
out.
beings.
Yeah, you're still like I mean, yeah. Like god, I'm 23 and I barely have my stuff together. So
I don't think
But-
you ever get your stuff together. And
I don't think you don't get it together until you're like 60.
Yeah,
But
when you're like retiring,
Yeah.
Uh,
and then your brain starts to fall apart. So
yeah,
you
see,
get it
I
all
came
together
as-
when you forget it wasn't all together.
there's no such thing as getting it together.
well,
You're
yeah.
always fucked.
But my point is, like, at 18, you definitely don't have your stuff together. So, I don't know. It's just, again, I feel like this is one of those things where she just, like, maybe she needs to talk this through with, like, a friend that can tell her how to communicate better. But, like, this is just something they need to talk out. Like, she needs to tell him, like, hey, like, to me, it feels weird that you can't, like, you argue these points all the time. And then maybe that gives him a chance to be like, well, I'm only doing it because
I
you
want to help
confuse
you.
me all the time and I'm trying to help you communicate. So
Yeah, like,
It's like,
when-
I'm sure
hey,
I didn't
you're not- I know
communicate
you're
that
not a
great.
good communicator,
Yeah.
so I want to help you in the best I can. Sometimes it gets frustrating when you don't want that help, or when you argue that you're right.
yeah.
Like, there's
I
a
don't know.
lot of things that can, yeah. All right, next story.
I-29M went on a first date with a 28F. How do I end it? Oh.
Oh,
Well,
First date.
this is a very recent post. This is interesting. This is
like
45 minutes ago.
This was 45
45
minutes ago, and the PS says I'll probably delete this in a few hours.
This
I
thing get
think
deleted.
I'm gonna try and like post all these links in the description, but this one might not go anywhere depending on if this post is still up. But
Yeah.
yeah, okay. 29M went on a first date with 28F. So about a month ago, I matched with a girl on a dating app. She was very communicative, which is nice, and I thought she was cute in her photos. She was sort of standoffish at first, wanting to stay on the app and not giving out any personal information right away, which is fine. Yeah, why wouldn't
That's understandable.
What?
I mean,
Okay,
okay.
so-
it depends on what personal information we're talking about, like name,
I imagine, like,
birthday,
phone number.
something like that.
I imagine phone number and like it's probably just phone number. Like I imagine, but like
or like where she lives. Like if he's saying like, "Hey, where do you live?" and it's like,
okay. I've never once used any of these dating apps because I was like, the last time I was single, I was 14. So, why would you not? Why would you not just keep on the app until at least the first time you meet up with a person? Like, why would you message them on the app for like a day and then just move to phone numbers? Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. But
I mean, yeah, it's you kind of want to stay on the app until you kind of like
at least
the
meet the
first,
person
at least the
first.
first or second
Yeah.
date. Like even I can understand if you say like, "Hey, I want to have a second date to make sure I like this person before I give him my like Insta or Facebook or something,"
Yeah.
because it might
The
be
only
like a case
comment
where
the
What's up?
only comment says, "Just be honest, she's an adult,"
I
which is
mean,
exactly what you should do.
yeah. Anyway, all right. Within about 7 days, she asked to swap phone numbers. We have been texting and talking, and we actually planned this first date about 2 weeks ago. As we continued to talk over text, I was starting to get a little bit turned off on some things she was saying. Regardless of that, I wanted to meet her in person. Who am I to judge someone I haven't actually ever met? Leading all the way up to the date, she continued to talk about our future together and our future
Red
dates,
flag.
but
Red
we still
flag.
haven't met. Yeah. So the date happens, and I'm not totally interested in this girl, and I think she's very into me. I can't help but feel that I sort of led her on, even though we never met until today. I don't want to waste anyone's time, but I know she was already looking for that second date. Is there any way to break things off without hurting her and me feeling like a bad person?
no, just be
Okay.
honest.
To be
Straight up,
fair,
just be honest.
there's probably there's no such thing as breaking it off with someone without hurting them. No matter what, you're gonna probably hurt them at least a little bit. But
I mean, yeah, break is something not the nicest thing.
And let's
no,
be honest, she says talking about the future, which it's red
yeah,
flag.
no, it's already too late. You're gonna hurt her eventually. Like the best thing to do in this, no matter what, if you're in this situation where you want to break off with somebody, is to be honest. Like that's it.
It's one thing to talk about the future dates and say like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
having a good time. Would you be interested to like have another date? If so, where would you want to go? Like, would you
Hmm.
want to go to a park, another restaurant, whatever, a bar?" But it's another thing to say, "Let's have kids."
Yeah, as soon as
Yeah.
you start hearing that, you might want to run.
No, and I'll preface this by saying that like I've never actually like really broken up with someone before, so like but just basic human decency. Just
Julian, what's your heartbreak count?
Uh,
man's contemplating.
You gotta think about all the people he had crushed.
no, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. You know, when you're going through.
72,300.
No, shut up. I'm talking.
Okay.
I
You
have
know,
thought
when you
think-
go through like middle and high school, you get like online relationships
Oh yeah.
uh
Okay.
with like people who are like far away.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3.
Okay. I will take back my earlier statement because I did have a couple. I had like it was I don't know. It's so long ago I can't remember, but I did have a couple of like at the time I called them relationships, but it wasn't really anything, and they were over in
Anything
like
past, hey, let's talk.
And I'm
they
not
were
Finally.
over
I'm
in
not
like 3 days, so like it didn't
listen,
matter.
the last one I don't feel fucking bad about at all. He went
Wow.
behind my back and did some shit, so
Oof.
fuck that bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now
Don't do that. But yeah, no. So yeah, okay. I don't. I think it was 3. But again, I don't know. And my girlfriend always holds it over me, and it's just like I was in 7th grade. Leave me alone.
Yeah, like this is just something that guys do.
Yeah.
not even just guys, anybody.
Well, yeah, like because I think I was on the receiving end of at least one of them, but I don't know. It pretty much like back in like at that time it was like, hey, do you want to date? Like, oh yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cool. And then like a week later, it's like, never
Yeah,
mind.
it's like
Both of us were just like, what are we doing? We're
I need the
Where we
seventh
doing with
grade.
our lives?
Yeah.
I need the physical part of it.
Well, yeah, and it's just like we're in middle school. Like, what are we doing? This is weird. So, but yeah, no. So that's no.
What do you think though this guy should be like? Yeah, what do you think the best way to say to this person, to break things off?
I mean, I
Just
again,
be
I've never.
honest, or just straight up, just say like, "Hey, I'm not feeling this
I mean,
date."
don't like maybe not maybe don't like do a paragraph. Like
No,
don't
just
like
say,
write
like,
them
hey.
a book. But just
Say
be
like,
like,
"Hey,
I don't know,
I don't think we match. I appreciate your time. Good
something
luck
like
in the
that.
dating scene."
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't like I said, I've never actually been in like a serious relationship that I've had to break anything off in, so like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad I
But
haven't been in that position
yeah,
either.
no, I'm glad too. And I don't think it'll ever happen at this point, but just Yeah.
All
The
right,
only
this
way
one.
that the only way that I'm breaking it off with my girlfriend is when she becomes more than the girlfriend.
I, mm,
She'll be
okay.
upgraded to
Yeah.
status of wife.
Okay.
This
Took
one's a little
me a
bit of a
second to
longer
wrap my
one.
head around that.
I was a little bit confused by that too.
Oh my god. Okay.
This one's a little bit of a longer one, but
Yeesh.
this is also a common issue, I think.
My 23F boyfriend, 23M, won't end a friendship with a female friend. What do I do? Okay.
Right off the bat, it depends on what female friend. Like, if it's just
Yeah.
a friend, if it's just a friend, that can be controlling. If it's like they once dated, not even that they once dated, but they have like known feelings for one another, then yeah, I can understand that.
I just read the title of this, and I have a story for that.
All right, let me read this one, and we can talk about that. Yeah. So this was posted 3 hours ago. My boyfriend and I have been together for 4 years, and I love him with all my heart, as does he. We have never had any issues in the 4 years we have been together, up until recently when he became friends with a girl who attends the same university as us. They've been friends since roughly May of this year. Okay, so
nothing yet.
very established relationship, and then somewhat new friendship since May of this year. We're recording this in like mid-July, so that's been what, 3 months ago, 2
Yeah.
months ago. So like not a very long friendship, but you know,
I mean, nothing
people
yet that it's like stand out
become
like
friends. Yeah,
that says like, oh, this person's a danger to their relationship or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah. I was fine with it to begin with, that they would just chat in passing or at the smoking shelter at accommodation where other mutual friends are present. I feel like this.
What is this smoking shelter? Is that like a little
That feels
area
like
where you can
that
smoke,
feels like
right?
something they would say in Britain. I don't think this is a U.S. story, but who
Could
knows?
be.
Smoking shelter. I don't know. Um, at accommodation where other mutual friends are present. Bear in mind, I don't live at accommodations. But their friendship grew and they began spending more time together and even started going on late night drives where I have been told another male friend was also present. Although I wasn't keen on it, I let it slide. Yeah, that's definitely a British thing to say. I let it slide and thought nothing more. Slowly but surely, this female friend has crept into every aspect of his social media, adding him on Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok. Be real? What is be real?
I have no idea.
What? Hang on.
It's be real. It might be like one of those things where it's like take a photo every day and then
Be real.
at the end of the year you get like the slideshow thing.
Oh,
that shows you, like, every day.
Okay, so be real. Every day, get a notification to share a genuine glimpse into your real life with the people.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you just like I guess at a random point in the day, you just like take a photo of whatever you're doing.
Yeah, it's one of those things like you take a photo whatever you're doing, and then at the end of the
Okay.
year you compile everything and then makes a video. It's like a slideshow, basically like a really fast like the 1 minute video
Yeah.
of it.
Okay, interesting. All right, so yeah, be real. I know I probably sound paranoid, but when I first met her, I just had the feeling that something was off about her. She messages him constantly on Snapchat, likewise with TikTok, to the point where I feel they communicate more than we do.
Okay,
Where-
wait. Before we continue on, do you find it's an issue she's adding him in all social media platforms?
Like, if they were just friends, like no, like friends add each other on social media. Like that is what social media is for, to like hang out with your friends online and share stuff. So like, I don't know. Snapchat is the one weird one because like, just because
No, I won't say
I don't know.
Snapchat. 'Cause Snapchat you can talk to people with. Snapchat's
I mean, you
been like your
talk to
messenger.
people on it, but like by default, it's the like the messages don't save and all that. So I don't know. Snapchat's like the one weird one to me, but like
Alright, I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
it is just social media. Like I don't know. Like with Julian, do you have any comment on that? Like I think it's fine.
Snapchat?
Well, just any
Like
of
the-
like adding
someone
like
adding-
the friend adding you on all the social media.
The female
Okay,
friend adding the
every
boyfriend.
social media? Jesus.
Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok, be real.
Dude, I would lose my shit.
Really?
It's
You don't need to ping me on every social media
No, she's not
platform.
pinging. She's just adding him.
yeah, like
No.
just like
Friending
friending him and all that stuff. And like I guess maybe like if she sees something on TikTok, she like sends it to him, or like on Facebook,
Well, then
she sends
that's
it to him. Or,
fine.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
We're asking you like, do you see an issue with someone adding someone else in all social media platforms, even
Well,
though they're in a relationship?
Normally, when I think of @, it's like the Discord @ where you.
No,
or
no,
No,
Amazon.
add, not
Okay.
add.
I think it's fine. Like that's just what friends do. Like I mean, I've got you guys. Well, actually, no. What? Y'all need to send me your socials.
No,
I didn't
I don't have any.
Social Security.
Honestly, I don't. I have Facebook, but I only use it for Marketplace. And
I
don't know.
literally deleted my Facebook about a month ago, and it was the best thing I've ever done.
There you go.
Funny story. When I went to pick up my food at Taco Bell, the guy was joking around. He's like, "Can you just show me your order?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I also need your ID and your social security." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Nah, I'm just fucking with you, man."
He got it good.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. This part is where I'm starting to get a little bit. So I already mentioned that she messages him constantly. He was at they say at I think accommodations, so like the university housing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at accommodations with all his friends before meeting me, and she had said that her ex believed my boyfriend and her were together. His explanation being she's seen him in his car or posting about his car. He's a car guy and clearly is into cars too or likes his. Instead of telling her ex that they are not together and he is overreacting, she egged him on and told him that he was right and they were together. Huh? Yep.
Oh boy.
That's it. That's the weird part.
Yep.
Despite it being a joke, I was highly offended as to me that shows a complete lack of respect of her part towards me and my relation. Yeah. Yeah. Like it's one thing to joke about that very nonchalantly, but like even then you only do that if you've known both parties for a while and you know that they're okay with it. Like you don't
It's one thing to like tease with and say, "Oh, ha ha," but it's like another thing to kind of egg it on.
Yeah. Ashamed as I am to admit, I was that paranoid and I went through his phone one night to look at their conversations. Although innocent on his part, I picked up a flirty vibe from her text. She would send exes that one I'm having a meltdown. He would send exes. I know some people send them because they do with everyone or in a jokey way, but it rubbed me the wrong way. I have cried and have been depressed about this for weeks. I have openly said to my boyfriend to please remove her, but he reassures me they are just friends and I do believe him. But my boyfriend is not the brightest and I don't think he can see what I can see. He doesn't see what she is doing wrong. Okay.
Okay, yeah, now we're getting some issues.
So,
if it's causing her discomfort to the point where she's crying and being depressed, there's an issue.
If they've been together for 4 years, he should know like he should know that like this is like I assume this isn't normal for her. So if she's doing this, then he should know that something's wrong. 4 years is plenty of time to know a person a good long while and to know like when like
something
whether something is up or whether they're being petty. But and there's like 3 more paragraphs to this, so maybe I could be wrong. But I could also maybe credit a little bit. Guys are dumb.
Yeah, no.
Guys are stupid. There's plenty of threads on Reddit where you go and the threads on Reddit are just like there's countless comments. These threads are like what sign have you like guys, what signs has women given you that you've missed? And
I have had many.
Okay.
There has been many times where it's just like someone was giving me a sign and I just completely ignored it, and then like a year or two later I reflect back, I'm like, oh, that was a sign.
You wake up at like 2 a.m. in like a cold sweat, like that's what that meant.
Yeah.
My girlfriend has done that to me a couple of times. Like there's been a couple of times where she'll flirt with me and I'll just completely miss it and just go back to what I was doing, and then it ends up like ruining the whole night.
I hate that so much. Just fucking come out and say it.
See, no, because like I'll definitely like take ownership of the fact that like it's something I should have seen, and it's like we've been together for so long that I should know better. And it's she's obvious with it, and like when I reflect back, it is one of those things. Just like I wake up at 2 a.m. and I'm like, oh no. So,
but the thing is, you shouldn't have to guess. Is the thing.
You shouldn't have to guess, but
you shouldn't be angry when the other person doesn't pick it up if you're making it have
no.
If you straight up say I like you and the other person's like a friend, that's different than
that is different, but like again, that doesn't really apply here, I don't think, because it's just like it seems like on her it seems like from her point of view, she's like the boyfriend is just talking and then she's like the friend is flirting, and it's like if the boyfriend is not the brightest maybe he is just like kind of blind and he's just not seeing it. I can maybe
It's
get
one thing
behind that.
if she's doing that and the current girlfriend is saying, "Hey, she's doing this," and he's just like, "Nah, this is
no,
normal behavior for
that's
her."
yes,
That's wrong.
yes,
But if
no,
he's
that's
if she's
yeah,
doing this and she's getting jealous and
no,
saying
yeah,
anything about it, then it's like, well, you can't get mad because he might just realize it.
I'll make it.
But she is vocalizing it.
I'll make it clear that he's still at least a little bit in the wrong for like taking up for the friend when like the girlfriend has been
Yes.
crying and depressed for weeks. Like that's the wrong part. But
That's the wrong part.
I don't know. Like I can't up until this point, I can't say for sure whether I think it's malicious on the boyfriend's part or if he's just like, what's wrong? She's just a friend. Like, why are you
getting upset over this?
Yeah. Like
this is we're not having anything intimate or
again, still like wrong. That. Like definitely take up for your girlfriend, but I think it's more stupid than malicious, which is better.
I do want to sidetrack for a second and ask, what was one sign you guys have missed?
What?
What is one sign that you guys had missed?
Honestly, dude,
that you're willing to share.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like it happens and then we move on, but it's just like I don't. It's been a while. It has been quite a while for me. I think. I mean, who knows? Maybe my girlfriend will listen to this and be like, "These 3 times you just missed like a week ago." But
listen, we're gonna have a talk, and I'm gonna name every time you missed.
She probably would too.
But
she's one of those people that can remember every single thing that I've ever done wrong.
Oh so, God. But you don't have like any like memories of like something like someone, I guess like in middle school or high school was said something and you're like,
no, God, I was a loser in that. I mean, I'm a loser now, but I was also a loser at that time, so I know that nobody ever gave me a sign.
I was a loser then, and I'm still a loser now.
No.
Okay.
But okay.
I was hoping to get one.
All right. Yeah, let me finish this. What I have just discovered and upset me further is that they have Life 360 together and track each other's locations.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
Never mind. I should have read one more sentence, and that would have completely invalidated my last argument. Okay.
Nope.
What? I confronted him about this, and he said he was driving on country roads over 100 miles an hour, and she was so concerned, she told him to get the app and that she would keep an eye on him. And if anything happened, she could report to police, etc. What? No, that's the girlfriend's job, if anything.
No. What she's doing is she's watching where he's at.
Yeah.
So she knows when he's not around the girl, so she can go get that.
Yeah.
Go on.
You know.
Nope. All kinds of nope. Yeah, okay. Now that's kind, but if anyone should be keeping an eye and looking after her, surely it's his partner. Yes, exactly. Yes. Like if anything, the girlfriend should be the one.
If the girlfriend's
with the Life 360,
there's likely not an issue.
Yeah. Now that's So
and if the girlfriend didn't ask for you to do it. Say like the girlfriend's busy doing something with family, she might ask the friend like, "Hey, can you keep an eye on him just to make sure because he is going 100 miles per hour on some unknown crunchy road." That's different than just saying, "Oh, I'm gonna look over him to make sure he's all right."
Yeah. If she is concerned, why didn't she message me to tell me she is worried and that I should be doing all of this? She lives in a different country to him. What? Wait, she lives in a different country to him when at uni, so what could she do anyway? What benefit of tracking each other's location could she have other than wanting to see where he is and she wants him to see where she is?
My brain is starting to melt. This is so fucking stupid.
She has made no effort to befriend me at all on social media and in person. Like, yeah, that's...
Ooh.
Yeah. Like at the very least, you'd be in the same room as the girlfriend every now and then. Like,
well, not even that. Well, you would hope they're friendly with each other too. Like, if you're with the boy, like you're friends with the boyfriend, you're probably gonna be friends with the girlfriend, and same vice versa.
I know there are situations like this that are worse, and I apologize if this seems minuscule in comparison. But the point is, if I'm at this point where I'm constantly miserable and crying about this situation, if he loved me and cared about me at all, should he not remove her for the sake of our relationship? I don't want to break up. I can't put into words how much I love him or how much he means to me, but I don't know what else to do or say to him to make him understand how this is affecting me. in parentheses at the bottom, he may not be going back to uni for September anyway. So if he did end the friendship, remove her, he won't see her again. So what's the harm? Yeah.
Are you sure about that, girl? You sure about that?
He seems like she's this girl sounds like she's interested. He may possibly be, may not be. I don't know. There's not much said about him as a person.
This man. Yeah, I was just about to read that too, but go ahead.
Yeah, all right. The first comment: she's trying to steal your boyfriend, and he's either the most dense guy on the planet, or is allowing her to drive a wedge into your relationship. This dude is fucking dense.
OP replied, exactly. Anyone I've confined has told me the exact same thing, and she's just trying to get close, etc.
Yeah, honestly, I still can't quite tell either way. It's honestly 50-50 that this dude is either just so stupid or is like being a bad guy, being a real
This dude is more dense than fucking ice, bro. Like, God damn.
This dude's either ice or he's like being a real Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, because he like cheated on his wife with his housekeeper.
No. Whenever people say his name, I always do that.
Yeah,
because of the last part of his name.
I always try to
do that just because.
No, it's his name. I always emphasize the one syllable that's different to prove a point. I'm not racist.
That we know of.
No, I'm not racist.
That we know of.
Oh, Mike, this post is gone.
Wait, what?
This is gone. This post is gone. Really? It was posted 2 hours ago and it's deleted.
Oh, I'll read it then, because I have it on my end.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Alright. I, 18M, was walked by a girl, 20F, and I don't know why. How do I cope? I met a girl online a couple days ago. Since then, we hit it off and we were texting and calling constantly. She was the first person I met with the exact same interests as me. We talked about art, music, existential stuff, and I was hooked onto her I was hooked onto our combos like a drug. During one call, she even said she hadn't met anyone she liked as much before. Fast forward a couple days, and everything was going normal. She didn't seem uninterested in her text. It was fine. Until randomly, I got a notification of her screenshotting the chat. When I opened the app, I saw she blocked me. Okay. So it just sounds like this person was talking to this person about interest, and he was addicted to it. Like, he was connecting very well. And then all of a sudden she screenshot chats and blocked them.
That's just weird.
She's definitely DMing that to friends.
Yeah, but why? Like, it just seems like a normal conversation.
I don't know. That's just weird.
I know I didn't say anything wrong. In fact, I've gotten the chance to respond to her in the most recent message since I was driving. When I opened the app, I was able to see that the message, or not reply, of course, and it was all caps funny message like the ones we've been exchanging. I respect her, and I'm not trying to contact her or anything. I'm just really confused and more so really hurt, and really need to help figuring out how to cope and what even happened. I really like her, and would be lying if I said I wasn't pretty sad. I mean,
it's just weird.
Yeah.
How long were they together?
A few days, it sounds like.
Oh.
Listen,
I mean, either my man got catfished or he got pranked.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna quote some old rappers here. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Oh my god. Let me see what the comments say.
We just killed Mike.
One guy just said, just move on.
Yeah.
Another one says, the way she behaved in this situation isn't cool. I'm sorry it happened to you, but moving on is your only actual choice. OP said, thank you. Do you have any ideas why she took a screenshot before she left? I'll move on. I know I have to. I'm just left with so many questions.
Yeah, it's like he never met her. They talk like, again, he either got catfished or like his friends pranked him or something. Like,
yeah, that's what this one guy's saying. He's like, you don't know if you actually liked her because you never met her. For all you know, she's a 6-year-old dude.
Yeah.
It stings, but move on. There's
Yeah.
really nothing to cope except for the disappointment. Just one of those things. Assume it's a situation. Assume it's a situation you are lucky to have been blocked from getting into. Be grateful it happened so fast.
Yeah.
AOP's like, well, we video called and everything, so I know what she looks like, but I understand what you're saying. Thanks for the response.
I mean, I guess that's a little different if the video called, but yeah, like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just a weird
Yeah.
one.
That was a short one.
It's like a few days of your life got wasted. It's like, it's not.
I mean, you got to
biggest
meet somebody, and they left. They weren't interested. So
Yeah.
would you even call that wasted? If you enjoyed it for the time period,
I don't know. Maybe.
Alright. I'll keep this one because just in case. This
Yeah.
next one is gonna be fairly long,
Okay. Well,
and
you
then
have
we
a
got
link?
a medium-sized one. Yeah,
Okay.
I sent it.
Yeah, keep all these up on your side because we're reading the hot ones. Yeah. Okay. I got it. So. Okay.
I mean, it's all on video anyway, so if I need to take screenshots, it's all on video.
Yeah. I can't stop feeling incompatible with my girlfriend, and I don't know what to do. They're both 20. I may sound crazy, but I wanted to get someone's opinion outside of my friends for this, so I'm deciding to post here. To preface everything here, I decided to date outside of my type for my girlfriend. Okay. Already somewhat of a risky choice, but
Yeah.
That's okay. That's the problem. If you have an issue, communicate with your girlfriend. If it may be a case where you want to open your relationship and explore other people, in which you might find you like other people instead, and it might not be something you want to continue this relationship with. But communicate with your girlfriend and don't just say I'm cheating on her.
I tried to give her a chance despite the fact that I don't feel much physical attraction to her and really haven't since the start. She doesn't know that, but I decided I could see past it and try and make it work because I thought she was super sweet and nice and we have a lot in common on our first date. I mean, it's nice that you tried to give her a chance based on personality. Like, that shows a little bit of character, but like,
I mean, the guy is still cheating though, right?
is he?
It says
No?
at the preface, I decided to date outside of my type for my girlfriend.
Yeah, so he's dating someone that's not usually his type. He's not saying my phone just rebooted.
But
Oh,
he's
that's
still
why.
with his girlfriend, right?
No, Julian, help me out here.
He's dating a girl that
Isn't
is not
usually
his
his type.
type.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so the girlfriend's not his.
No, the girlfriend is not his type.
Oh, okay, I thought
He's
he was
giving her a chance.
I thought he was dating someone else that was outside. That he was not outside the relationship. I thought that's what he's saying.
He's giving her a chance because apparently she was very sweet and nice, and they have a lot in common. He's just apparently not that physically attracted to her for one reason or another.
Okay, for a second I thought he was dating someone outside the girlfriend.
No.
And I was like, don't cheat.
Yeah. In relationship standards, everything is fine, and she does everything anyone could ask for of a girlfriend, like being there for me, spends time with me, tries to get along with my friends and family, is very sweet. I, of course, was there for her too, and gave it my all. Went on dates, got her gifts, spent time with her, and was there for her in her dark moments because I do love her. Jeez,
Okay.
how long have they been together that they've already had dark moments? She has definitely changed me in a positive way, and I know I've changed her too, as she tells me commonly.
They're 20 years old. They're most likely having some type of
This is
mental
true.
issues.
This is true. My issue is that for a long while now, I haven't been sure I want to remain with her for multiple reasons. For example, me and her personalities always feel like they clash with some differences. I'm high energy and love to have deep conversations and pick minds, but she's like the opposite with not really giving input back when we talk, like going yeah after I had just done explaining something. And she'll generally wait for me to talk or ask something, and it is always as I've been asking myself why I asked. I'm going to ask you to put some more periods in your sentences. Please, Jesus.
Run on sentence.
When we try to talk, I feel like I have to... When we try to talk, I feel... Jesus, have you ever heard of a comma? My God.
You want me to read it? Because I can read bad sentences.
No, I got it. When we try to talk, I feel like I have to instead of want to, and she ends conversations by just saying yeah or something like that, which just ends the sentence, and it never feels very interesting to the point where I could talk to her for hours anymore.
We just established that.
Yeah, he just said the same thing twice.
Yeah.
I can't explain it with words, but I just find the way I just find the way other women I know and have seen to have different, more lively and social personalities. While my partner is more to herself, won't talk unless spoken to kind of gal, and I just don't feel like we mix as well as I tried to make us. I haven't cheated and would never cheat, but I will admit other personalities of girls I have met may be jealous of their partners in a way that they get to have girlfriends like them.
I'm glad he did
Uh,
preface. Let's say he hasn't and would not cheat.
yeah.
That is good.
As a last note, I feel terrible saying this, but I really don't find her attractive and can't help but feel unmotivated and not wanting to be intimate or be romantic towards her because of this strong lack of attraction. I want to be romantic, and overall, I would say I am, but for her, it's just like I don't feel any urge to do anything above and beyond, and it feels so off. Overall, I just don't find myself interested by her, and I feel terrible to even think it, but I just don't feel excited to see her anymore. I can't help but feel that she isn't what I want in a partner, and I can't quite point to an obvious answer as she doesn't do anything wrong and don't feel an urge to be romantic, and I have a very hard time seeing a future with her. However, I don't want to hurt her as she did nothing wrong to me and to be honest, God has treated me better than any other girlfriend and I have genuinely loved and done more with her than any other girl in my life. This is why I've turned to Reddit. I want to see what everyone thinks what I should do. I really don't think I should continue with her, but I have no idea how we even begin to end a nearly 2-year relationship without hurting her. And cherry on top is I work with her too, so that just makes it just so much easier. Ooh.
Oh,
Oof. Can I get an F in the chat?
Listen, buddy, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You shouldn't be dating in your company.
Yeah, you don't mix work with pleasure. You don't do it. It's just
you don't mix your work and play.
yeah. Well, that's okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, that one's a tough one. I don't know how to explain to her that the spark between us feels like it went out, and I just don't see a future with her, even though she didn't do anything wrong. Okay.
There was a lot. The story was fine. Like, it was a good story until the very end where we said we're mixing work and play, and then it went to a totally different level.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. This guy put a lot of the important information about it being a work and home relationship, like a person from work, and it being a 2-year relationship at the very end. What you should have had at the beginning.
2-year relationship,
so much,
and they work together. Oh my god,
This guy's gonna have to start a new life. He's just gonna have to quit his job.
man's gonna have to fake his own death. No, for real. Like, yeah, it sounds like you're pretty much like. I feel like this is one of the ones where it's like you don't want to hurt her, but you don't. If you know that you don't have a future together and you're not even like I guess this one's a compatibility thing, and it just feels like you're not.
Yeah.
Maybe talk to her about it a little bit, and like maybe she can put more of an effort into like being like at least the conversationally part, like because in the beginning he was talking about like how conversationally like he'd go into deep topics and she just wouldn't say much, and like maybe that could change, but like yeah, if you're just not attracted to her, like if that's a deal breaker for you, then like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, buddy.
This is probably one of the ones that you probably should end it, but
You got a type. You should have stayed to the type.
I mean, look,
I'm not saying
appreciate that.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
go
it's bad to go out your comfort zone, but
I don't know. I mean,
if
it
you're
is
looking
good to
for a
experiment
relationship
because
to last,
you might find you like somebody that you might not expected.
Well, it sounds like he does like her. It's just
It's not.
the attractiveness is just not there, and
Yeah, like they don't have a long-term compatibility.
yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot to this though to unpack.
there's a lot. It sounds like they're just long run not compatible, but that's just one of the things you're gonna have to let her off easy. But
Yeah,
I think the top comment the top comment sums it up nice. I won't read the whole thing, but it's like let her find someone that loves everything about her. It's not fair for her to hang on to her. Like that's kind of like yeah, it's gonna suck, but if it's not gonna go anywhere, like don't just lead her on for way longer because then you know I don't know. Yeah, pretty much yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
All right, got one last story.
Is it one
Unless
more?
we want to do more.
Yeah.
I only made
How long
one
have we been?
more.
How long have we been going for?
An hour 10.
Yeah, we'll call it after. We'll call it quits after this one.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I want to end
Yeah.
it on the lighthearted one.
Yes, no, I'm glad. I actually forgot about this one. I'm glad that you brought this one in. 33F 32M GF is lazy for calling in sick. How can I deal with her? How can I deal with her is just such a
For
wild
calling in
question
sick.
to ask.
For over calling in sick.
Yeah. She's been in her current role for 7 months after leaving teaching. She has solid qualifications but is lacking experience in the field she'd like to do, marketing. However, her backup plan is to be a full-time tutor, which she has a lot of experience in. Personally, I feel she's very talented and she generally has a lot of hobbies outside of work, but she hasn't had time to keep those up recently. She is lazy, though, as she's now off sick. She's blaming it on grief a bit as she lost a family member who was like a father to her, but that was 1 whole year ago.
Oh,
Listen.
no.
Oh, buddy.
Listen.
Buddy.
Dude.
You're wrong here.
You're wrong. No,
You're wrong.
The guy is wrong. I don't need to hear anymore. The guy's wrong.
My
Let's end the
pap
episode.
died. My pap passed away 13 years ago, and I still fucking grieving over that.
Yep.
Fuck this guy.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Thanks everybody for watching that. No. Oh God. All right. Whew. From day one, she has seen her current job as a stopgap. She's not passionate about it, and over time has become increasingly jaded with the work. Management pile tasks on her with little explanation or training. To add to this, all of her team are required to move into a different department over the summer to support them as it gets busy. She finished her first shift doing that a week ago, and she was exhausted. She hardly slept and was very anxious.
It's just she's not happy with her current job. It sounds like it sucks.
Yeah. She ended up having a breakdown and hasn't returned to work since. She is on day 4 of sick leave. Okay, hang on a second. Like, having a breakdown and hasn't returned to work, it's also only been 4 days. Like, I guess, I don't know.
She's having her midlife crisis.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean...
Everybody needs one. It's a little early, but maybe she'll have another one later. Who knows? But... yeah, on Monday, she rang her manager at 6 a.m. Her manager declined the call and sent a snappy message basically saying it was far too early to call. I mean, yeah, honestly, if I was a manager and my phone went off at 6 a.m., I'd kind of be mad too. Like, that's something you can just text.
Yeah, I guess.
Just text the manager being like, I'm not coming in. Like, I don't know. Sounds like the managers suck, but like I kind of get that.
If you're also in this, like a breakdown, then yeah, I mean, you're not thinking straight. So I mean, I can see both sides.
My girlfriend explained that she felt this would be best as she wanted to give enough notice, then went on to say that she'll message in the future. Yeah. Every day since then, she has kept her manager updated in the morning, 2 hours before the shift starts. On the second day, her manager stated that if she's well enough to work from home, that'd be fine, which my girlfriend was not, and the manager was annoyed at this. Her manager then asked what her symptoms are. I'm pretty sure that's not, I don't think that's illegal, but that's like...
no, you can answer symptoms.
That's not required. You're not allowed to, you're not required to answer that question.
Well, I believe if you're out for a certain amount of days, you need a doctor's note.
Well, yeah.
So it might just be the manager kind of be like, how sick are you?
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a company policy thing that varies company to company, but...
yeah.
Her manager then asked what her symptoms are and said she would need to ring her to find out what's happening and when she might be back. She tried to get through 3 times, and my girlfriend told her she wasn't up to a call. She told her she's getting a sick note, which she sent on the 8th day, in line with the policy. Now her manager has asked when she'll be back and if she'll be working from home before her review with the doctor. My girlfriend is annoyed as the sick note states the date she is off until and is working from home constitute as work. She doesn't feel her manager should even be mentioning this right now. Honestly, yeah. If the note has the date that she'll be coming back and the note clearly says, like, she can't work, then that should be the end of it. But
yeah, well, it does. It's like I said, it says the date should be returned.
Yeah, she's hoping to be off for at least another month, in which time she would take better care of herself. Now she's worried as she knows her work is very understaffed. They're struggling to find cover for her. I feel like she is avoiding work for no reason. No. If she's having some mental health problems and she needs to be out of work, like this guy spent the whole thing. Well, the whole post is just the story about how she's like off of work. And she got
logged
the
into
doctor's
Reddit.
note.
I'm logged into Reddit right now, and I really would just want to comment.
Nuh-uh.
Please.
Let's not.
No, don't.
But
You can bleep that, but I don't like this dude. He made a throwaway account.
Yeah. I mean, everybody makes throwaways
And
for
but
these posts.
that first paragraph pisses me off.
Yeah, no, he's already in the wrong for that first.
Okay, I don't
first
even like
paragraph.
this comment. Your girlfriend should see a doctor to see if she has depression. If she's not actually sick, she's going to eventually be fired. It's also very unprofessional for her to ignore her manager's calls and
No,
tell her she's not
yeah,
up for a call.
wrong.
And to tell her she's not up for a call.
No,
That's wrong.
It sounds like she gave a note and she did the right thing,
Yeah,
and the
if
note
you
like
have a
says,
valid note saying you're not in office, you shouldn't have to respond to anything they're saying outside of like pretty much like cool thanks.
I mean, I had a period of time where I was out for a couple weeks, and I'm comfortable saying that it was my current boss, but she was just like the only thing that she reached out for was like, hey, how you doing? Like, is there anything we can do? Like that's the only real acceptable thing.
Like, hey,
because like
how are you feeling? Like, do you need
pretty much
are you open to like how are you feeling basically? Like, are you open to talking about it?
Yeah,
we're here for you. How can we help?
That's that's fine, and I mean, me personally, I appreciated that kind of like just the acknowledgement that support is there if I need it. But yeah, that's really the only communication from the manager that should happen during that time.
I feel like this should just be instead be r/am I the asshole?
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, this should be r/this is the asshole.
Girl, run.
Oh yeah.
Girl, run. Please get out.
It doesn't say how
Who
long.
knows? Who knows? Maybe the guy is causing her mental distress, and
it could be like if this is the attitude he has of her just having like a mental breakdown.
Yeah,
you can imagine when he's like at home.
Yeah,
which I imagine he's not being a supportive figure in any way.
Is this his only post? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a throwaway.
Yeah.
It's a throwaway account. So.
Yeah, but even some people use throwaway accounts for like multiple different posts. But okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not happening.
No,
I don't appreciate it.
That's out. That's bad.
Yep. All right. That's fun.
Any other recommendations or anything like that you would have to these people on Reddit for dating advice?
I don't know. The only one I had is the girl from the last story should run as far as she can. Julian, you had a story at some point a while back, and I think we might have accidentally skipped it.
Yeah. I had to drop a friend because she was being an asshole to my girlfriend.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. I knew this chick since she was born, actually. She lived down the street from me, so that's how we were friends.
Plot twist, Julian's a secret doctor and gave birth to her.
Wait, I was like 2. She's like
in the womb too.
I was like 2 or 3. She's like
I know.
2 or 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
The scalpel doctor.
Yeah, anyway. Blah, blah, blah. We keep going. I start dating my girlfriend in 9th grade. She gets into high school around 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 11th for me.
Yeah.
So, she just started being an asshole to my girlfriend. And I don't know. She's just being an ass. And the one day she found me and she's like, hey, you need to tell your girlfriend to blah, blah, blah. And I deadpan looked her in the eyes and went, you need to leave her the fuck alone or I will stop talking to you as a friend.
Yeah.
And she did. She did. She left her alone. But since then, I haven't talked to her since. And
good for you.
It sucks because we were really good friends, and then that just happened.
Wow.
R.I.P. that friendship.
Yeah,
but probably for the best.
Honestly, that was like the longest friendship I ever had, and it ended then.
Was it like whatchamacallit? Your girlfriend knows that she was like, hey, I kind of like don't like this person, stuff like that.
I don't remember. I don't remember. It was that long ago. It's just I knew that she got on my nerves the one day, and I told my mom about it because my mom, she knew it's her mom and whatnot.
Yeah.
My mom was just like, yeah, just tell her to knock it the fuck off, or else she can just leave. She can deal with it. And that's what ended up happening.
Do you think she was jealous?
No, I don't want to get much into it. I
Yeah,
don't think
fair
she
enough.
was jealous. I know what type of guy she wanted, and it got ugly after I left high school. So
Oh, okay.
Oof.
yeah,
She's looking for a bad boy.
he got one all right. I
Yeah.
know the dude. I got into a fist fight with him
Oh.
at one point when we were younger, and I got my ass handed to me. Yeah,
That's a story for another day.
sometimes you just gotta take the L.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you pick the wrong fights and you learn
Yeah, and
the
I definitely picked the wrong one.
I don't think I've ever been in a fight.
I don't think
Not
I've
a
been in a
physical
fight.
fight.
I used to have a. Okay, you guys
Used
know me,
to?
but my my temper used to be worse when I was younger, and it's definitely mellowed out.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Like it was to the point where it's like, take your anger out with a fist fight. Now it's just I take the anger out mentally in my head to where people won't know what I'm saying.
Every night, Julian just goes home and like plays 8 rounds of Doom.
I was gonna say he's just a professional boxer behind. He practices.
Julian's like
boxing
a local wrestler, and just nobody knows because no one's actually gone to see the local wrestling shows.
Wow. But yeah, no. Enough about the origin story of me.
Yeah.
Julian's villain origin story.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very embarrassed with everything I've done as a child, so
Julian,
I don't
who
like to
isn't?
talk about it.
Julian, you've grown into a fine person, and we appreciate your presence on the show.
Yeah, I definitely have. I know I have.
I mean, who isn't embarrassed by their childhood self?
God, I wish I could go back into time and slap some sense into myself.
For real.
Tell your younger self, hey, you're not cool doing this thing you thought you were cool doing.
I'd just slap myself. I'd get the message.
Would you?
Yeah. Maybe
Do you
not right
believe in
away,
that
but
butterfly
it
effect
would,
thing where if you see if you see yourself in the past or future, and you like disrupt the time?
that's fine. It's not like it can't get any worse.
Listen, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that kid does not fall into the Harambe Zoo enclosure.
Oh,
Oh god.
Then, listen, all the shit that happened since then would not happen.
This is true.
It could be worse, could be better.
I
No, it
love
will be better for sure.
it's one of those things. It's like, would you go back and prevent 9/11? Would you go back and kill Hitler? Nope. I'd just stop this child from crawling into the gorilla pit.
It does make you wonder what happens when you time, but that's too confusing. There's so many possibilities of things that can happen.
It's a weird episode. We got
And
serious.
welcome to the deep section of the Read Only Friday podcast.
Read Only Friday After Dark.
Are we just going for another half hour going on this?
No, I don't.
No,
No, it's
I already have enough problems trying
Yeah.
to sleep. So
we need to stop.
All right.
This
Let's wrap
episode
this
was
up.
this one was a weird one. I
liked it.
It was fun. It was fun. We didn't tell as many jokes, but maybe something we said resonated with somebody. So if it did, then consider hitting the like button. Consider hitting that bell. Just mash that bell. Just demolish it. Turn that into the Liberty Bell.
Tell us your relationships.
Yes. Yeah. We can't guarantee that we can help, but we'll sit there and listen. Maybe we can read them on the show if we get some.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for giving us your hour and however many minutes worth of attention.
Hour and a half, pretty much.
Give us oh god, really? Okay. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. Have a good life. If this is the last time you ever talk to us, or if this is the last time you ever listen to us, have a good life. We hope we did something right. Goodbye, Craig.
Yeah,
fuck
right.
you, Craig.